Hey guys, this is Emmanuel, your body code practitioner out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Just want to do a really quick video for those body code, emotion code practitioners. Sometimes when you meet with, 10, 15, 16 people a day, it's good to just kind of have some comic relief, have some fun, right? To enjoy yourself a little bit. So maybe I made a video about this, maybe I didn't, but there's these 3 nightmares that's really never happened. I kind of made these nightmares up, and I wanted to share with you guys what they are. I mean, I know we all have different types of humor, different type of humor. What you find is funny, I might not think is funny, but to me, I've mentioned this to my clients that I have these 3 nightmares that I have, and it's sometimes really funny just to kind of break the ice with them. And so if you're a client, you're probably not going to use much. There's not going to be much valid use for this. But if you're a practitioner, I think you might have a good laugh of what these 3 nightmares that I just made up, might come in handy just to make a quick laugh. So here's the first one. The first one is that somehow I end up, passing away. Of course, it's going to happen someday. And in the future, I go into the pearly gates. Hopefully I go to the pearly gates. I go there and, the creator is just like, hey, by the way, I just want to let you know that, man, we were having quite a laugh down there with these magnets and everything like that. But did you know that it takes us a couple minutes, maybe like 25 to 30 minutes to kind of finally, send the angels and the right people to do some healing. And really all you have to do is just pray with that person and, the healing would have taken place. But it is very interesting how much effort you put into finding all these trapped emotions and balance and things like that. So that's one of my nightmares, is him telling me that all that work was just for no reason. It was just for heaven to have a laugh, and that really the only thing that we really need to do is just pray. Okay, that's my made up nightmare. That's number 1. Okay, here's number 2. Number 2 is I work with a very, very successful client, and they go from very poor to become very wealthy, and they become very successful and in the world's view, I would say. And they're speaking up on stage, and all of a sudden, for some reason, I tell them that I'm old, okay, because it needs to be very dramatic. I can't be young. I mean, that doesn't really add to the drama. I have to be very old and wrinkly, and I have this beard on with a little cane, like Yoda, and and I would talk to someone next to me and say, hey, I used to work with that lady up there, and we removed her heart wall back in '98, and I'm just talking, even though I got certified way beyond '98, but again, it just adds more drama to it. And then all of a sudden she hears me talking, and then I tell them, like, you don't remember me, what? And then she doesn't, and then she gets security guards to take me away, and then I'm leaving, and they just pick me up because I'm disturbing the whole conference, and she's in front of 15,000 people, and then right before I leave, right before they push me out the doors, she says, hey, by the way, I never knew you, that would be my second nightmare. All right, so what's my third one? My third one would be, there's a beautiful mom that I work with, very, very nice, sweet lady, and she's referred a ton of people to me. She's just a really great person. I'm going to keep her obviously anonymous, but she brought her daughter to me, and it was funny because sometimes either when the daughter, kind of like the second person to look into this, but maybe they didn't watch my videos, or the husband gets interested and he hasn't watched any videos. It's basically me looking at them at Zoom, wondering what am I doing looking at them, and why are they looking at me, and we're just kind of looking at each other it's like and we don't know what's going to happen. So I asked her, I said, do you know anything about the emotion? Because she's like, I don't know, I don't really know much. I just know that you take away depression by rolling a magnet on your head. You take away anxiety and depression by putting a magnet on your head. And she was 15 or 16 years old, and I remember looking at, thinking to myself, and this actually really happened though, but the nightmare comes afterwards. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. I'm like, I want to quit. I want to quit, because it was just the way it was described. I like to rather say, I use applied kinesiology and I use magnets, but it's a more professional way. Kind of like, you don't want to talk about, oh, what do you do? I do gardening. It's like, no, I want to do landscape engineering, something sounds more professional, you know, but it is true though. If you really keep it down to the bare bones tact, we're actually using magnets to help people with depression, anxiety. I mean, sure, there's a lot more components to it, but in simple layman terms, sure, that does work. But it was just funny the way she worded it. She's like, you take depression away, anxiety away using a magnet on your head. Like she had to use the head. That just part just, you know. So then I had this fake nightmare where I was like, what if, like, there's all these people, all these clients go around the cemetery and they're all like dropping off flowers, and they're just dropping all these flowers off saying, oh, you know, he helped me out, you know, during this time, he helped me out during this time. That's what I'm hoping, right? Maybe one day. And then all of a sudden, that lady shows up, that same daughter shows up at the cemetery, and she's like, you know, did anyone think it was weird that he had, like, he used a magnet on his head? Like, did anyone find that? It's just me. And then all of a sudden, everyone goes, yeah. Did you find that weird? I find that weird. And everyone's all pointing, like, yeah, I found that. And then all these people started grabbing the flowers back from the grave, and there's just, you know, maybe just a one dead one left there instead of like 1,000 that were there before. So that's my third nightmare. So just letting you guys know, if you're an emotion code practitioner and you haven't made a funny nightmare yet about potential situations in the future, then you're missing out. You know, and within 2 years, I've come up with 3 of them, and there's probably more to come. You know, and so stay tuned for a whole video where I'll have maybe 10 total of nightmares that really I've never had, but it just kind of just way subconscious thoughts of some funny scenarios that could happen in the future. Who knows? So anyway, like I said, I just want to do one funny video. You guys get to know me. I am always serious. I'm always like tactful with what I bring up, but I just want to tell you my 3 made-up nightmares that I've had. Hopefully you got a little bit of a laugh, and then go ahead, write down your nightmare down there. I guarantee I'm not the only one that does this. Like, you know, like, what if this happened, or what if this happened? You know, that'd be very interesting. So feel free to comment below. Let me know if you have any of those. And anyway, just look forward to working with you guys soon. On a serious note, like I said, I mentioned earlier, we are doing I'm doing a training program called Roadmap to Success. For those of you who are looking to be a full-time mommy, full-time daddy, and then also have your practice on the side, and just really know the hows, the whats, and how to really build it, you can email us at codingalternative@gmail.com. And I'm doing private sessions for people to show them how to become very, very successful and being able to supplement their income or even leave their job within 12 months or less. And so anyway, I would love to help anyone out with that. And really just, you can steal everything that I've ever done. And I have a very abundant sort of lack of, abundant and lack of scarcity. Well, I don't have a scarcity mindset. I want everyone to succeed. I want people to pass me up. I want people to do way better than me. It's not the Emmanuel show. It's our show. You know, it's our show. It's our show, the humanity show. So anyway, so I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys had a laugh, and I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.